Let's continue to talk about Musiala then.
Let's. He has such explosive qualities. And the thing that Julian Nagelsmann was talking about with us last week was actually how he's improved defensively, how he's giving much more to the team against the ball. And I think, as Ali says there, his world-classness was shown that he was equally as adept last season when he had to go play in central midfield, no problem slotting in there. And he just has this ability to find these moments of magic in dangerous areas of the pitch. I think back to the game against Leverkusen, just as the most recent example of this, how he manages to burn Mitchell Bakker down the right-hand side, and Bakker doesn't see that coming. A 1-2 initiated with Thomas Muller to score the second goal as well. And I think that he's just not fazed by anything right now. And yeah, it's quite a prospect, not just for Bayern, but for Germany going into the World Cup to have a player, at least one, who is in fantastic form, because the German national team needs that right now.
And let's talk about a top teenager on the other side then, Archie, if we can, Borussia Dortmund, and everything that we've seen so far from Jude Bellingham this season.
Yeah, he's been carrying the team at times. I actually went to the Cologne game last week, and I just watched Jude Bellingham for the entire 90 minutes. And it seems like the game revolves around him at Borussia Dortmund at times. He also has these Musiala-esque qualities. You might call them Bellingham-esque, because they're both very good at them in terms of dribbling. I'd say that Bellingham has a bit more power to his game. And to be honest, the fact that he's not missed a minute for Borussia Dortmund so far this season shows you the kind of shape he's in as well. He was blowing it a few minutes in the game against Cologne, but understandably, such are the lung-busting runs that he makes. So, yeah, I think it's inevitable that he will leave Dortmund probably in the next year or two. I'd even say next summer, such are the qualities of his performances. And, yeah, he demands such high standards of his teammates as well. And he's also learned to keep his temper under a bit better control. That was one thing that threatened to get away from him on a few occasions. You saw him being subbed out by coaches because they were like, you just need to know when to call it in this situation. But look, the fact that he's wearing the captain's armband for Borussia Dortmund right now, that tells you how much of a development that he's made at the club.
Yeah, definitely wasn't afraid to say what he thought about things. On the wish list, as Archie mentioned, of many a top club right now, and understandably so from everything he has been showing this season as well, Ale.
Yeah, and while we like to compare him to Jamal Musiala, I think they're different players, and Jude Bellingham gives you something different. He is old school in some ways and new school in other ways. Old school box to box, but then new school in his ability once he gets into the attack and have the goal that he scored against Sevilla in the midweek kind of tells you, all right, not only is he box to box, not only does he have the power that Archie just referred to, but there's a skill set there as well inside the 18-yard box or in attacking positions. Again, Musiala has been excellent for Bayern Munich. Bellingham has been excellent for Borussia Dortmund. He has become the critical piece to their success, and seemingly everything goes through him. And I don't know that that's his role, but that's what's happening with Borussia Dortmund.
Plenty to look out for when it does come to Der Klassiker, that game coming up on Saturday. It is Borussia Dortmund against Bayern Munich. You can catch it with all the coverage. Myself and Ali will be in the studio.
Hey.
Archie will be pitchside with Hannes Wolf. And for FIFA fans, Derek Ray and Stuart Robson together on the call for this one. If that isn't reason to tune in alone, I do not know what is.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.